Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today, we are discussing a golden oldie. Not as old as you might expect, however. This is the London Olympics 2012 collection, Omega Seamaster, quite literally called the London Olympic Collection 2012. This Seamaster is built in the image of the original 1948 Omega Seamaster, which of course was launched the same year the 1948 Summer Olympics visited London. 2012 and 1948 united in a 39mm stainless steel case that's a wonderfully slim 11.3mm. That is quite slim for a modern Omega timepiece, especially one that's 120 meters water resistant. It lives up to its Seamaster nomenclature. Lug-to-lug, it's 48.9mm, which makes it wonderfully wearable on smaller wrists. I can recommend this watch for wrists as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. 19mm spacing between the lugs gives it the requisite vintage proportion. Now on my 16cm circumference wrist, you can see the watch wears well, and the timepiece is handsomely detailed with a sumptuous strap. Let's get a little bit closer and take a look. You can see it is black, large rectangular scale alligator leather, lightly bolstered, monotone stitch. You can see folded edges, a more natural calfskin on the bottom, stainless steel Omega vintage logo clasp. That's the vintage Omega logo from 1948. The case band is simple but strong. It does include a few well-placed nuances. Let's get it back in focus. You can see that the lugs are nicely stepped out from the case band. The lip of the case back and the lip of the bezel are nicely polished. The flanks of the lugs are polished. There's a little bit of a transitional bevel on the flanks of the lugs that separate the hoods from the flanks, and you can see that the bezel itself is quite minimalist, with the case band itself longitudinally satin finished. Looking at the dial, this is a higher grade than what you would have seen in 1948, but it is true to the image of 1948. You can see railroad style minutes outboard, diamond polished and hand applied faceted indices. You have quarter Arabics, the vintage Omega logo, and of course the notation that this is no vintage watch. It is a coaxial chronometer. Satin silver dial. The satin silver has a light glow. It's not as explosive as a sunburst. And you have foy or leaf style hands with a blued seconds hand featuring crosshair constant seconds, small seconds sub-register down at 6. The case back is yellow gold, and as you can see, it pays tribute to the London Olympics. A polished top with a cross-hatched base. This is a solid gold medallion. The watch, a limited edition of 1,948 pieces, very similar to the 70th anniversary Seamaster from 2018, but again, this is a London commemorative. My favorite 2012 London Olympian, the women's time trial world champion, Kirsten Armstrong of the United States, made that a memorable Olympics for me. Inside the case, you find Omega manufactured caliber 2202. It's basically the Omega 2500 built for Omega by ETA, but it features no date and it features small seconds. 33 joules, automatic winding, 48-hour power reserve. It's a 25-200 beat rate, so a little bit quirky, specific to the coaxial. A COSC certified Swiss chronometer, and it's free sprung for a high degree of shock resistance. It also features a stop seconds function so that you're able to set the watch precisely against a reference time. A handsome and nostalgic watch. You can see Omega went the extra mile with the details, including the chunky knurling of the crown and the vintage Omega logo on the outer facing of the crown itself. You'll also note that a box section sapphire was employed rather than a conventional flat or domed sapphire to recreate the look of a plexiglass from 1948. A handsome vintage evocative watch that looks the part of vintage but with modern fit, finish, quality, durability, and water resistance. You can see this 39mm stainless steel London Olympic Edition Seamaster recreation and make it yours on the Watchbox.